What's going on, my friends? Welcome to episode 136 of the Get Out podcast, where we talk everything New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia, national and international sports. Hosted by yours truly, Adam Grassani, George Sarah, Mega Cunningham, Alex Reich, and Marcellus Murdock. You can listen to the podcast right now on Anchor, Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, iRadio, wherever you get your podcasts. You go for Soundcast right now on YouTube. Also, be sure to follow social media at GetYourGameOn. With all that said, it's time to get your game on. Yo, guys, notice anything different in my background?
All right, that Aaron Judge jersey.
Well, yeah. Well, number one, let me flex here for a minute. Marcellus, check this out. Hey, guys, check this out.
What? Judge.
That guy finally.
Judge.
I ordered this jersey about a month ago, and it finally arrived. It's really
Better
nice.
late than never.
Got a Yankee logo on, Yankee patch there. So, yeah, it's a really nice jersey.
Better late than never.
Yeah. well, that's number one. But number two is, you guys look at my wall there? Remember, there used to be a bunch of pretty posters? No, now they're all gone. Well, not, but don't worry, they are coming back, guys, because this is the reason why we had to postpone this episode, because Michael, Sam, Marcellus were out somewhere. We'll get to that later on in the show, but and recently we've been doing a lot of major work around my house, because we're having people come over to paint the house.
Oh wow, when's that?
It should be sometime next week. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of work. I'm only about I would say halfway done with all the preparations. You know, I have to move a bunch of the furniture and stuff. It's not gonna be a fun time. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, somebody hear me, or am I invisible? What's up?
Go ahead.
Adam, in our defense, where we went to secret top location.
We'll reveal the secret top location there. So, but as far as my house painting, we will continue to update you guys on whether or not it'll affect our episodes. It'll affect my availability. Right now, I don't expect to affect my availability much, but that could change. All right. Yeah, because I can't spend all this time editing for you guys if I'm moving boxes and doing all this hard work. Too much time, too much energy. All right, so you guys ready to dive in?
Dive in.
All right. Well,
Yep.
Marcellus, I'm gonna start by putting you on the spot. I'm sure you heard the bad news. This is something I want to talk about for a while, but we never got a chance, and now we're finally gonna get a chance. When it finally blew over. Carlos Correa was a New York Met, but then concerns came out about his physicals. And the Mets had concerns about his physicals, and then all of a sudden, it was announced recently today, Carlos Correa is heading back to the Minnesota Twins on a 6-year, $200 million contract. So the Mets miss out on Carlos Correa. So what happens? So I'll let me explain to the viewers myself, so then you can give your opinion, because I do want to hear your thoughts on this. So remember when the Giants brought up all his concerns about his physicals and the injury suffered back in 2014 or something? It was an injury suffered back in the minors. He had a plate put in it, so and it scared off the Giants. And initially, my thought was really, you're using that as an excuse. It really seemed to be that the Giants are just using it as an excuse to get out of the contract. But then weird report from Kerry Rostall that the Mets were concerned about his physicals, and then also all that money was off the table, and they had to renegotiate a new deal. And then, eventually, as negotiations went on, it at first seemed like, oh, they were eventually going to get this worked out, but eventually there was a report that the Mets the Mets may be back out this year. And all of a sudden, like the Twins swoop in, and all of a sudden, Carlos Correa is heading back to Minnesota. So Marcellus, I got put you on. I got put you on the spot here. I'll ask questions for you later on, but Marcellus, how did you react to all this?
I mean, I'm kind of glad that we didn't get him, as crazy as it's gonna sound. And I know you guys want me to say yeah, but I mean, we just saved like 315 million now that can be next year.
315 million, yeah.
So instead, just use that towards Otani, or you gotta get Machado, one of the two.
I definitely think that's the case. At
So
least one of the two.
I'm not mad about it. I didn't really like the whole 12-year deal. I didn't want him for 12 years.
Yeah, but here's the thing: you were willing to go 12 years in order to get him. And that's
I don't know if I really wanted the 12 years.
Yeah, I think especially now with
it's a lot of years, man.
Yeah, with this whole career with the physical things, I think we can officially say, remember when we all dismissed it back then, it's just one team, it's the Giants are probably getting Kofi, it's not a big deal. The fact that Steve Cohen, the Mets, and Steve Cohen, a guy who literally could have a payroll of like $1 billion and it wouldn't affect them financially. The fact that they're concerned about his physicals, and the fact that two teams are concerned about his physicals, to me, that's a major, major red flag.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Go ahead, Michael.
Here's what I believe. Carlos Correa probably.
What did he do?
In my opinion, he's probably the best shortstop in baseball today. He's the best shortstop.
I don't know about best shortstop, but he's up there.
I hate him. I hate him.
I don't like him either.
You gotta give the devil his due. He's probably the top shortstop in baseball. It's between him and Machado.
Machado's not shortstop. He's a third baseman, but go ahead.
You get what I'm saying? Best infielder. One of the best infielders.
Okay.
Well, all seriousness, I think it sucks for the Mets, because imagine if they had that. Mets would have won free agency this year. Now stop making love to your jersey, for God's sake.
Sorry.
God damn, are you frisking your jersey? Hey, Marcellus, Alex, can you leave the Zoom and have you get a free phone with the shirt?
I couldn't hear you. What did you say?
I said we should leave the room if Adam makes out with his shirt. You know what I'm saying?
Leave the room if I start making out with my jersey.
Out of all people on this podcast, I wouldn't be surprised if you did that.
Continue, Michael.
I think it's a good thing. Worried about his physicals, I think it's not that it's very serious. That the Mets were going to pay him a shit ton of money to come to New York. And then the San Francisco Giants were like, I think it is a red flag. I agree with you 100%, Adam. The two franchises, historical franchises, say, "Oh, we're worried about your playing." You know what I mean?
Yeah, if it's one franchise, then it's like, okay, that's just one opinion. But I think the fact that it's two franchises, and the fact that it's the Mets and an owner who's shown that he's willing to spend anything, the fact that they're concerned about his physical, to me, that speaks volumes. Like, that shows you that this isn't something that's made up. Like, this isn't fake news. Like, this is legitimate. And that they strongly feel that the last, that maybe the first 6 years, I think that's why it tends off to 6 years. Maybe the first 6 years, will go well, then the rest of his prime will go well. But as he starts to get older, and then that foot, starts to go, they may be worried that it could end, really, 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 really ugly. We're all concerned, the Yankees, us as Yankees fans, there's all this concern about, how well is Judge gonna age? How well is Judge gonna age when he's get older? I can guarantee you right now, Judge like in years like 7, 8, and 9 of that contract, they would have aged better than Carlos Correa's like last years of that of those 12 or 13 year deals. Like because with that fun, like apparently what happened, something that happened this year was that apparently when Carlos Correa slid into like a base and he had a plate and he had a play as a plate in like was it his right foot or left foot, and then afterward he felt it like a vibrating and he felt it vibrating. So apparently that could be a sign that that his like ankle could literally as he gets older could literally snap at any moment. Then all of a sudden you're paying like a guy like three like $25 million a year or upwards of $25 million a year to not play baseball. It's just a I definitely think like here's my one concern with here's my one question for you, Marcellus. Here's the thing. So the Mets had all these concerns, with Carlos Correa's injury. They have all these concerns about Carlos Correa. But here's the thing. Their final offer apparently was 6 years, $150 million. So even with all that, like they were still willing to go to 6 years. So you're willing to go 6 years. You're not willing to go like you're not willing to include like the extra what $50 million. You really wouldn't have gone the extra $50 million to keep Carlos Correa. That's my own question. Like if it's about the years, I can understand that. But the fact that it's about the money and that Steve Cohen has shown like that money doesn't really mean much to him, like that's the aspect where this gets weird. Like I don't know, Marcellus, what do you think?
No, I seem to agree with you. I mean, I think it's pretty weird too. But I don't know. I feel like that whole thing with Correa is just like it's weird. First he's with the Giants, then he's not with them no more. Then he's with us, and then it
Then he's
sounded
with the
like he was going to
Mets.
stay with us. Yeah, it sounded like he was going to stay with us, and then all of a sudden we don't like the medical history. So then now he's back on the market, and now he's just going back to the team that he originally was on. So like it's just kind of weird, but
But I mean, who?
um,
I mean, I don't think this one's gonna fall through because this thing he already passed the physical with the Twins, so I don't think like much. I don't think really much is shit. Like the Twins, they know his medicals, they know his physicals, so I don't think like there would be much there that would deteriorate the Twins. So I don't see this deal falling through.
you don't see it going through.
No, no, no. I don't see it falling through. I think the Twins will get done. Maybe I'm wrong, and then all of a sudden, like then all of a sudden, like he goes to the Phillies, for example. Maybe I'm wrong. Also, he signs the Alex's Phillies out of nowhere, or maybe he signs back with the Astros. Or maybe he goes somewhere else. But I think the deal will get done with the Twins.
Yeah, I mean, hope that
All right, Michael.
hope
Don't
that his
worry, buddy.
career
Don't worry.
takes
We got you
off.
covered.
He's not a Met, so it doesn't really matter. Could care less about his career now. He doesn't want to win. It's on him. Simple.
Oh, you need to go there. I don't think this isn't on Carlos Correa. This isn't on Carlos Correa. I would say it's the Mets' fault either. It's just an unfortunate circumstance for both sides because I truly believe Carlos Correa wanted to be a Met.
He did, but the
Because
medical history is different.
but I say he wasn't willing to he wasn't willing to give them like any type of like hometown discount. So that's the thing. Like here's the thing: if the Mets just because there's rumors going out now about the Mets being in on Machado now so that maybe that could be something that's they're thinking. Okay, now we'd rather not commit this frustrated career. Like let's pivot and then next year we'll go out there and get Machado and have him be out there basing. But here's the one thing aspect that throws a hole in that. Then why'd you make an offer to Correa in the first place? Like you made an offer to Correa. For all we know, he could have said, "Okay, I'll take less money. I'll stay with the Mets." And then all of a sudden, like a Machado's up the table because you can't have Lindor playing shortstop and Carlos Correa playing third base, and then expect the Machado to just fill in somewhere.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
So, Alex, what happened to TCU?
We'll get to Alex, trust me. We'll get to that later.
No,
I trust you, Michael. I promise, Michael. We will get to that. We will get to that. We will. I promise you, Michael, we'll get to that. Can we wrap up with the baseball first and then the basketball? We will get to that. I promise you, Michael. We will get to that.
Alex's face. What happened to TCU? What happened to TCU?
Alex, plead the fifth for now. Plead the fifth for now. I'll take that. I'll take his silence as him pleading the fifth. So Justy, we will get an answer, and Justy, Alex, I will let you put me and like Alex on a spot later on in the show. But here's my one theory. Here's my one theory is that the Mets were looking at Carlos Correa's physicals, and they said, okay, like, yes, we would love Machado, but hey, Machado's the number one goal, so we'll give him this offer. We'll give Carlos Correa this offer. If he takes it, hey, we still have a stud third baseman for 27, was it 25 or $27 million for like $25 million a year. If he rejects it, we just go to Machado. I think that's what the Mets are thinking. Like, okay, we'll give Carlos Correa this offer. If he accepts it, great. If he turns it down, great. We can go get Machado. If he accepts it, we have our guy for $25 million a year. I think that was what the Mets are thinking. I mean, Marcellus, I don't know if you agree.
No, I agree.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all we can have, and that's all like we can say. I mean, this Carlos Correa saga has just been wild because I remember people swearing like we all thought for sure he's gonna get at least $300 million, possibly $350 for free agency. Then he couldn't get the deal last year. I'm thinking, okay, why is it taking so long for him to take the deal? He finally gets the deal with the Giants, then it falls through. Then he gets the deal, that big deal with the Mets, and then that one falls through. Guys, I mean, Carlos Correa is like, let's face it, he's not getting that. He's never getting that $300 million deal, especially now that he signed a 6-year deal, $200 million. When he reaches the end of that deal, he's gonna be 34. He's gonna have all his physical issues. He's gonna have, and then he's gonna be like at the out of his prime. Like, God, I really think this is gonna be the last big contract Carlos Correa ever signs. I mean, it really does suck. It really does like suck for him because he literally because of like really because of his injury history where there's not much he could have control over. He missed out on like $150 million. So that sucks for him.
I'm sure he'll be all right.
Yeah, he'll be all right. He'll be all right. You know what? That's what we call that. We call that karma for the cheating. Karma works in mysterious ways.
Right.
All right. Before we get to the basketball, we do have some Yankee news that I wanted to discuss last episode, but we never got a chance to. Is that the Yankees? They made some additions to the front. So I'm just gonna talk about this really quickly, and then we're gonna move on. The Yankees added few. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get the information on my phone, but all of a sudden the phone decides to work against me. Okay, they hired Brian Sabean to be the executive advisor to Brian Cashman.
Oh, let me give some credit to Brian Cashman. Adam.
No, Brian's. But here's the thing: this guy's gonna be an executive advisor. So you know what Brian Sabean is? He was the vice president of player development and scouting for the New York Yankees until 1993. So the draft of Derek Jeter, the draft of Mariano Rivera, the draft of the core four. This guy has his fingerprints all over the late Yankees, early 2000s Yankees dynasty. That's point number one. Point number two is that he went to the Giants in 1993, and then he was general manager in 1997. And those three World Series championships that the Giants won, he was the general manager for all three of them. So this guy has his fingerprints over the two dynasties that baseball has had. The only two dynasties baseball has had in the last was it a pretty freaking long time. This guy has his fingerprints over all of them. And now you add to the front office guys. I think this is an excellent hire for the Yankees. Go ahead, Michael.
Barry Bonds didn't play. Let's see. The Giants didn't win a championship when Bonds was there in the 1990s.
They did, but they won 3 championships afterward.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you meant when he was with Barry Bonds for championship. When he was with I was about to say brother. They almost did, but they didn't. I just had a correction. My fault.
Yeah, I think was Sabean the GM when the Giants first signed Bonds?
Let's see. Barry, the manager. Look at it for a second.
Let me look up Barry Bonds. Was he the general manager who signed Barry Bonds?
Barry Bonds went to the Giants was in 1993 to 2007. That was his.
Oh, okay. So he wasn't the guy that first signed him, but I mean, still, you look at his resume and it's incredibly impressive. And this is the big. And they also signed who else did the Yankees also add one more voice to the front office. I'll let me look it up. Sorry, guys. Give me a minute here. Here we go. No. Well, apparently I don't have it here. On. Let me look it up here. I should have it here soon. No. There we go. They hired Omar Minaya, former GM of the Yankees, of the Mets and Astros, and he's going to be an advisor to the baseball ops department. So this is one of my big complaints about the Yankees is that they need fresh voices in the front office. That was one of the reasons I was open to moving on from Brian Cash. Just kind of thinking, you know what, I wanted fresh voices, and you know what, they're doing it. They're bringing in some fresh voices. They're bringing guys who have had success at other organizations, and it's really gonna be a bigger. It's really gonna be a bigger fresh. It's gonna really bring that fresh air this front office desperately needs, because the Yankees, we all know the past couple of years, they haven't been good player development. They haven't been good, they really like this front office has gotten stale. So I'm really happy that they're bringing these new voices to really bring this brand for fresh air that this front office desperately needs. And also, because here's the thing, both these guys have been GMs before, so I wouldn't necessarily say this means Cash's job is in danger. In fact, I think it's the opposite, because Cash was tight with both of them. But it does give Cash a little message like, "Hey, buddy, you got the 4-year deal, huh? Like, if over the next 4 years, you stink, then we got 2 people that we would gladly give the general manager job to." Which I'm sure would make Michael Cunningham very happy. Make you very happy.
Will make me very happy, brother.
If one of the Yankees' new executives takes over for Brian Cashner one day.
Where's the champagne? Where's the champagne? If that happens, we will have a drink. We will celebrate. What do you say? That is the only time I will ask you to drink when Brian Cashner is gone. What do you say?
I'm not gonna kill Brian Cashner because he brought back Aaron Judge and also had Carlos Correa, so I'm not gonna kill Brian Cashner today. But I think this is I think this Beth. I think like
respected our hero in Derek Jeter.
Yeah. Brian Sabean is gonna I'm so happy that, but basically, I'm just so happy that Brian Sabean is now like gonna be the executive advisor to Brian Cash, and he could, maybe whip him into shape a little.
Brian Cashman is the biggest. He's like a Philip
I mean, Marcellus, do you have something to say? Brian
No,
Sabean.
Brian Sabean. I don't really know too much about him. What do you think about it?
I already said what I thought about him. Like he was a general manager for the Giants when they won those 3 World Series, and Yankees hired him to be an executive advisor. Overall, I think it's an excellent move.
Hey, if you like it, then I love it.
Yeah,
I don't have a problem with the Yanks.
yeah. All right.
I don't have a problem with the Yanks. I only hate the Phillies. I despise the Phillies right now a lot. Actually, the number one team on my shit list.
Damn, Max, you gonna take that?
He's not
Yo,
quiet right now.
they're taking everybody, man.
Alex is not quiet today, Adam. Quiet because TCU lost.
Alex was quiet today. I thought he clapped back, but no.
Pussy, that's what he's quiet.
Big Mike, you better watch out because your Irish is shit. Yeah, and stop hopping like females on the Georgia Bulldogs.
Alex, I've been a Bulldogs fan, so I always have respect for Brandon Woodward, who's my boy. Doesn't make me respect the Irish. I always think that my sister went to the Steelers. That's always like the Bulldogs. My black
All right.
Bulldogs. Suck.
All right.
Why be quiet?
All right, guys. We can talk about one or two things. Thanks for Which one? We got 2 things to talk about for basketball. Then we can get to a hot take up.
Okay, Alex, what you said in this podcast? What was your hot take? That you said on this. No, I'm gonna get
All right, all right. Do you guys want? Did you guys want to stop? Do you want to talk the college football now? Then do basketball second half.
I was going to be classy and wait until the episode. But Alex,
Okay. Let's do this. All right, we're swapping now. We're doing basketball in the second half. So we're doing the NBA in the second half. So the national championship recently got happened. Then Georgia blew the doors off TCU 65-7. I literally watched I watched a bit of the first half, and then I literally decided I'm gonna watch a replay of Aaron Judge's press conference because that's how boring the game was. And then I finally turned it back on in the fourth quarter, and I saw the final score. So go ahead, Michael.
when I told you that Georgia has the best defense,
They do.
their defense is on the show. Which I don't think you guys do crazy. So that their defense will not hold up to TCU's offense. You and Alex say that on this damn show last episode.
I'm gonna be honest, buddy. I was completely wrong because I was looking at 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 Georgia. I say, you know what? They got lucky to win against Ohio State. TCU upsets Michigan. I'm thinking, maybe I go with TCU here, and maybe I lean TCU here. I was wrong. I fully admit, Mike Cunningham, I was 100% wrong. Congratulations to you, Georgia Bulldogs, on back-to-back college football titles. Here's the thing. Alex has to explain to you because that was his hot take. So, Alex Reich, do you have a statement?
Yeah, I thought that expectations were high for TCU, even though they beat Michigan, and just Georgia was just the better team, no doubt in my mind, and I thought that TCU would have had a shot to make the biggest upset in years of college football, and it didn't happen, but Stetson Bennett for Georgia is a really talented quarterback, and I really like his game.
That's a great quarterback. They're Alex Georgia, they rely on their defense. That's what gets them hot hyped up. Georgia hasn't lost the game in 2.5 years. We're undefeated back-to-back years. That's been done. Alabama when they won back-to-back. So, Alex, let me ask you a question. Who do you think is going to be the next Townsend? Who do you think is going to win next year? I believe Georgia can win it. And the AP
Might be it might be Alabama and TCU.
I love TCU offense. I don't think they're going to be probably be a fourth seed or maybe Georgia will be number one. I think Bama too. I like Tennessee, Alex. I believe they'll be a fifth seed. They'll be dominant.
I think TCU is a little stronger than Tennessee.
Go ahead, lift us. Did Marcellus fall asleep on us again?
No, I'm here.
Okay, because these two fools are talking about the college football. I can't call Michael a fool because his team won, but
No, I'm here.
yeah, we were talking about the national championship and Georgia completely blowing the doors off TCU and Alex being completely wrong about
That
his
wasn't
hot
even a
take.
game. That wasn't even a game.
TCU didn't even belong on the same. The TCU didn't even belong on the same field.
You and Sam and Alex all proved that hot take. I was the only one that disapproved. So I think for the record, I think Alex is going to disapprove on that hot take. Sucked so bad that TCU didn't have to got the job done.
What?
So Adam, give me you understand?
What is it?
Alex had such a blasphemous hot take the other day about TCU winning it, and they got dismantled by Georgia. Can we automatically make that a disapprove?
How about this? Right, let's put this up to a vote. Alex, are you gonna approve of this, or how about this? Let's give Alex a chance to defend himself. All right, then we may put it to a vote.
Fine, I'll take the loss. I don't give a shit.
Because he was such a bad, awful hot take.
All right. So we're going to overturn Alex's hot take here, correct?
God awful.
All right. All right, Marcellus, I'm gonna ask you: do you think we should overturn Alex's hot take?
I don't think we should.
You don't think we should?
I don't think we should.
I don't think we should either.
It was so
Because
bad.
here's the thing. If we're gonna overturn that, there are a couple of this bozo's hot takes that we could overturn.
Like
So
what?
Alex, so Michael, if you want to go down this road, just so you know, this could easily be used against you one day.
Like what? Name one hot take y'all should overturn.
Oh yeah, okay. The Knicks will finish with a better record than the Nets. That's one. The Lakers will finish with a better record than the Nets.
Those,
Technically, those are
damn hot takes.
technically those are Sam's hot takes. So
Exactly.
all I'm saying is you're heading down a dangerous road.
Sam made those hot takes about the Lakers and Nets and Knicks and Nets. Adam, I remember how we all gangbanged you when you said that LeBron was like not the second greatest player of all time, and we all
I said Kareem was second and Michael Jordan was first.
yeah, and we went ape shit on you.
Yeah, and y'all hated it. I don't know why.
Yo, first of all, Marcellus probably had the worst hot take on the show when he said Chris Paul will not make it into the Hall of Fame. That was.
And guess what? You guys approved it.
I had the worst hot take.
You said Chris Paul was a Hall
you
of Famer
approved it
one
though.
time.
I had to.
You approved it.
You know, family has to.
Yeah, that's the thing. These schools approved it. I
You
voted
didn't
no.
have to
You
approve.
can't complain about a hot take that you yourself approves, Michael.
Yeah, you
That's
approved.
bogus.
You
That's
approved it.
bogus.
You should have never approved, family or not.
Dude, every hot take.
Family or not, you shouldn't approve.
You shouldn't have approved it. So, Michael,
Shouldn't approve, family or not.
congratulations. You played yourself.
Played yourself.
You played yourself, and we will not be overturning Alex's hot take.
Is it because I'm black? I smell racism in them.
It might be.
I saw some bloody racism.
You were about to say bloody racism. So we were.
It might be.
Adam, are you a racist? Are you a Ken? Are you a Ken, Adam?
No.
You sure you're not a Ken?
No.
I think he's a Karen.
I think Adam's a Karen.
No, Karens are females. I'm not female.
Hey, Adam.
Hey, hold on.
Why does Alex look like a Mew Connection commercial?
What the hell?
Why does Alex look like he's fucking John's dick right now? He look like he's ready to suck John's dick. Ladies and gentlemen, we wait for all the show a dark hours. Alex want to give John some
hand. Oh man, we gotta move on. I mean, do you guys have any thoughts on national championship?
I'm gonna make it to 3.
Go ahead.
Georgia, 3, back to back champions next year, 2024. Georgia Bulldogs 3.
I went back against it.
And every time I make a decree, it always happens. 9% chance it happens. I said it the first time it happened. Adam, last year, before when we did college our football predictions, what did I tell you and Alex? What Georgia going to run it back? Did I say?
You said that. I gotta give you credit. You said that.
Georgia's going to reach George Creepy. And yet, can you dig that?
Yes, I can dig it.
Let's do the hot take. Who turns it?
Michael, actually, we'll end this segment off. Actually, you could just quickly break down college football, the national championship.
I'll just speak very easily on it. The Bulldogs dominated from start to finish, and they deserve to win it all. And it's going to be interesting to see how the playoff format works out next season, since it's going to be a 16-team playoff now. And I'm interested to see who gets in.
Wait, I thought it was the 8-team.
16.
They make it 16? Wow.
Yeah.
Like a bracket is like the 1. I think the 1 and 2 seeds have like the bye, and then like the other seeds play. Like the high seeds have a bye, and then it's like they're making it like the Super Bowl, playoff.
Okay. I'm open for that. Because I always said 4 teams is way too little for college football.
There's
With
teams that
so many schools out there, or so many schools, you gotta have more than like 4 teams make the playoffs.
there's so many divisions for college football. There's Division One, Double A, and there's Triple A for D1. So there's so many college footballs that are D1 for Triple A and there's DA, Double A. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's like, so they can't have like Notre Dame playing against Purdue for football. You know, Purdue don't even got a football team because Purdue is just trash in general. That was a shot towards John Berardi. Fuck Purdue.
Wow. Alright, guys. It's now time for the hot take episode. So remember, I can't go since I'm still one ahead of y'all. So wheel resets and everyone's back on the wheel. Sam can't go, he's not here, so it's either gonna be Michael, Marcellus, or Alex. Alright, y'all ready for this? Mike, are you ready? Marcellus, are you ready? Alex, are you ready?
Yes.
Wheel is spinning starting now. The hot take for episode 136 will be done by Marcellus Murdock. Marcellus,
Didn't I do the last hot take?
No, Alex is the last hot take. When was the last time you did episode 134 and Alex did episode 135.
Kenny Pickett, right?
Yeah, your last was Kenny Pickett, yeah. Take some time, think about it. There's a lot to ride on this hot take.
Let me think about it. Think about it.
In the meantime, you want to see the caption I wrote? No, I'm gonna ask Sam what he thinks about over. Let me ask Sam what. In the meantime, let me ask Sam what he thinks about overturning Alex's hot take.
I got it.
Go ahead. What's your hot take?
My hot take is that the Phillies will not make the World Series again this year.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to piss Alex off.
Alex, you want to go head to head?
I'll get to explain unless you want to say something.
He's just mad that he didn't get Correa.
Alex, this could be a debate. Did you want to debate Marcellus on this and make it 1 versus 1?
You can debate me on it because I'll be happy.
Alex, do you want to debate him on it?
Sure.
Okay. We have a debate. It's Marcellus versus Alex. Will the Philadelphia Phillies make the World Series or not? So I'm gonna back out here. You guys debate. Go ahead.
All right. So I don't think that the Phillies are gonna get back to the World Series simply because I hate them and they're still in everybody. Other than that, there's a lot of this off season was pretty wild, I think. For baseball, I feel like a lot of teams got better. Even the bad teams got better. I feel like, and especially in the NL, I just want to take a look at some of these teams again. But pretty much, most story is they're not making the playoffs. They're not making the World Series.
They're not making the World Series. They'll make the playoffs, but they'll not make the World Series.
I don't think they're gonna make the World Series. I'm just trying to look at these teams real quick.
In the meantime,
Alex, why do you think they're going to?
Alex, why do you think they're going to? Or do you have a response to that?
Well, first of all, as you can see, last season, the Phillies, out of nowhere, surprised a ton of people, including us four. And the amount of negativity about this team really showed out that this team has what it takes to get to the destination of the World Series, and which they did against Houston. And I really think and have faith that this team, with all the additions they got during this offseason and what they have had before the additions, I really do think that they got a big shot to surprise more people. And I just think that they got a great opportunity ahead of them to be in a position where they were last season, and I really think that it's very capable of doing.
All right.
I just feel like there's teams in the National League that improved a lot. I mean, couple teams made some good additions. I mean, we obviously saw what the Padres did. The Dodgers are always going to be on top of their division. There's no debating that. I see the Cubs. The Cubs got Swanson, Dansby Swanson, and a couple other pieces. They got Bellinger. So I mean, I think the talent in the National League is getting a little better. I'm not trying to be biased here, but with the moves that we made this offseason, I feel like we can really make that push to get to the World Series this year.
What you're saying is the competition in the National League is going to be stiffer.
It's going to be a lot stiffer.
It's not that Alex will not make the World. That's why Phillies won't make the World Series. Michael, you look like you're going to say something.
First of all, fuck the Phillies for life.
Alex, you're not done yet, though, right? Do you have any more rebuttals? Oh!
He a bitch for that. See, that's what bitches do.
That's what you get for disrespecting my team, dum dum.
Fuck your Phillies, bitch. They can suck my left duck, and I hope Bryce Harper goes in a car crash and dies.
Okay, no need to go there, Michael.
That slap nuts.
Don't let me put you in the waiting room again.
Fuck Bryce Harper and fuck every Phillies fan. I hope Brian Howard dies in a car crash. Yeah.
Ryan Howard is retired.
Yeah. Fuck every Phillies fan that came before you. And fuck the Phillies, nigga, all dying with Carlos Correa.
Thank you, Adam. Thank you.
Adam, you're a bitch. Put me in the weight room or I quit. The choice is yours.
Hey, Michael, you know what me and Alex are doing right now? We're teaching you some respect. We're teaching you respect.
A naked girl on the screen.
Yeah. Oh, I think we have a better idea. We should follow Sam's advice. Alex, you know how to earn someone's respect according to Sam?
What?
You burn down their house. So, Alex, you want to come with me and we'll commit arson on Michael's house?
You burn my house, my mom. Good luck. That's why I didn't even say that, bro.
Hey, it's not violence. It's arson. There's a difference.
Someone that had their house burned down, not even playing a joke like that. You can talk about death as much as you want, but arson. Just for that, I'll still let it go.
Okay, good. See, that's what happens. You burning down their house, all of a sudden they respect you. I think we're gonna teach Michael some respect.
Oh. Hello.
Okay. All right. So, Alex, are you two done? Are you and Marcellus done?
Done.
All right. So we gotta vote on who. I'm gonna be honest. This hot take, this debate was boring. Cause this thing, I was gonna disapprove you, Marcellus. So I'm thinking to myself, that's not a hot take. Like, Philly's not making the World Series. That's not a hot take. They were lucky to make the World Series last year. And then this year, yes, they made some improvements, but you still got the Mets to deal with. You still got the Braves to deal with. You got the Padres to deal with. You got the Dodgers to deal with. It's going to be a tough road for the Phillies to get back to the World Series. So I first heard that, I was thinking, that's not a hot take. Now, if you said, oh, they wouldn't make the playoffs, that would have been a hot take. I probably would have disapproved it since that's probably not true. But I'd be like, that's a hot take. That generates discussion. So if you had done this solo, I probably would have disapproved it. But here's the thing: Alex came back and all his points were just as boring and put me to sleep. So I'm doing too bore. It was too It was a boring debate, so I have no choice but to go to the side I agree with, which is I think the Phillies will not make the World Series. So Marcellus, I'm voting for you. I think you won this one.
Yes, sir.
All right, Michael, you gotta get your verdict in.
I was bored half to sleep with this hot take. Oh my fucking god.
But who won, Alex or Marcellus?
Just totally bad on both sides. We already know that Philly's god awful.
What would your hot take have been, Michael?
My hot take would have been that Jalen Brunson is better than Ben Simmons. That would have been a good hot take.
That's not a hot take. That's just facts.
Ben Simmons.
Yeah, that's facts.
That would be better than this. Hell, I could. If this was like watching cocaine be made. This is how boring this was. So, Alex, you're just terrible. Marcellus, this is not even good, but your opinion was better than Alex's, so I have to approve. This is
All right, Marcellus, you won the hot take debate. You knock off Alex. So Marcellus' record goes to 11-3, and Alex, your record goes to 7-7.
Damn, you're 500, boy.
I'm 500 too with
Yes,
my
sir.
hot takes.
Yes, sir.
All right, so I got a question for you, Marcellus, and for you, Michael. Where were you two last night?
You're at your mom's house, butt naked, cooking eggs.
You were not there. I did not see you there. Marcellus, answer the question for me.
We're at the Knicks game.
Yeah, you guys were at the Knicks game, and what happened?
We were at the game. That's all that happened.
Yeah, Jalen Brunson went off, but the Knicks still
44.
lost.
Yeah, 44, and we lost.
I mean, Jalen Brunson has just been so good for you guys. But the other day, you guys lost to a better team. We all agree the Bucks are a better team than the Knicks, and it just shows that. And it really shows the Knicks desperate need for a true star. Because they don't have one, Rusty. Brunson's a really, really good player. He's not a star. Julius Randle's a really, really good player. He's not a star. And that's why I said before revisionist history, they should have made the trade for Mitchell. They should give up RJ Barrett and all those draft picks to Donovan Mitchell. Because I'm telling you right now, you pair Donovan Mitchell with Brunson and Randall. I'm telling you guys are at worst a top 4 team in the East. You guys would be as good as anybody in the East. You would be up there with the Nets. You'd be up there with Milwaukee, and you'd be up there with Boston. I mean, Marcellus, do you agree?
I agree.
Go ahead, Marcellus. You want to say something?
I just think we're surprising a lot of people right now because I'm definitely surprised myself. But I do love the Brunson song 100%.
Oh, Brunson has just been fantastic. He's been a
been
game changer for you guys.
He's been exceptional.
But again, the Knicks' lack of a true star comes back to haunt them. They need a true star. So, Michael, you want to chime in here about the Knicks? What is it? What's your point, Michael? Y'all need a star. Y'all should have made the trade for Donovan Mitchell. That's my point. I have no idea what Michael's saying, guys. Michael, I'm telling you for the millionth time, fix your goddamn microphone. No, we can't. Michael's mic is dead. Go ahead. There you go. Much better. Go ahead. That's better. Go ahead.
You don't need an all-star. You don't need a superstar to win a championship.
Yes, you do.
The Pistons won it with 4 role players.
All right, let me ask you, Michael. How many teams are you guys better than the Eastern Conference? I'll tell you now. You're not better than Boston. You're not better than Brooklyn. You're not better than Milwaukee. You're not better than Philly, and you're not better than Cleveland. So those are 5 teams in the East that are better than you.
First of all, Brooklyn is going to be out of the top 2 as we speak because they lost KD to the Bucks.
They lost KD. That's a big blow for them. But even then, we'll talk about KD later on. I'm trusting. I've got some thoughts on that. But right now, I would still say they're better than the Knicks. Well, without KD, the Knicks are better. But I'm saying overall, I think the Nets will be able to survive it. And when they get KD back, they're going to be back fully healthy. I mean, I'll expand on that later on. But continue, Michael. Go ahead. Go ahead. I have no idea what Michael Cunningham's. Michael Cunningham, it works better when you keep your camera on, I've noticed.
Nah, I'm saying, can you hear me now?
There you go. That's perfect.
I believe that the Knicks will win the Eastern Conference Finals by the end of the year.
Okay, nope. Nope.
Yes.
Michael, I'm making you my word. If the Knicks make the Eastern Conference Finals, I will wear a Knicks hat for an entire episode. They are not making the Eastern Conference Finals.
If the Phillies can make the World Series, the Knicks can make it to the Eastern Conference Finals.
The Phillies have Bryce Harper. Who do the Knicks have? That's on that level.
It's possible, Adam.
Julius Randle.
I'm sorry, Julius Randle's not worthy to be mentioned in the same breath as Bryce Harper. Thank you very much.
The Knicks can pull it off. Anything is about Adam. As the 8th seed, which team went to the finals as the first 8th seed to make it to the NBA Finals? Which team in 1999?
The Pistons.
Here at Knicks. So we did it before, and it will happen again.
Guess what? You were still in preschool when that happened. You're expecting to repeat something that happened almost 25 years ago?
In the words of Kevin Garnett, anything is possible.
You ain't beating Boston. You ain't beating Brooklyn. You ain't beating Milwaukee, and you ain't beating Philadelphia. I'll give you guys a puncher's chance against Cleveland. That's it. Even then, I take that back. You ain't beating Cleveland. Y'all are gonna be one and done in the playoffs. I promise you. You'll make the playoffs as a 6 seed, and then you'll be one and done. Whatever team you face is gonna bitch slap you. Okay. Well, let's talk about my Nets. Kevin Durant's hurt. It's an MCL sprain. He's gonna be out for a month, and I'm nervous right now, guys. As a Nets fan, I'm nervous because we all knew what happened last year when Kevin Durant got hurt. The team completely collapsed. Now, this is a bit of a different situation because last year the Nets didn't have Kyrie because of the whole vaccine bullshit. Now they have Kyrie. They did have Ben Simmons back then. Now they do. They didn't have Steph Curry back then. Now they do. Now they do. This is before the whole James Harden. This is before the whole James Harden thing let down last year. So here's the thing. Here's the thing, guys. Here's the deal. I am nervous, but I think that the Nets are going to be able to pull through this one because right now we see the biggest reason why I think they can win this. Like, it's a big blow losing Kevin Durant. He's like he's the heart and soul of the team. He's the best player on the team. You know, he's the guy. He's the guy like on the Nets. He's the guy. They aren't sniffing a championship without him, but they still have Kyrie who's playing out of his mind. They have Nicholas Claxton who's like taking a major step forward, and they got the trade deadline and they can add some pieces. And then maybe this will be an opportunity for Ben Simmons to step up. And you look at their schedule, guys. So let's take a look at their schedule. Okay, sucks on Thursday without Kevin Durant. That's easily a loss. The Thunder, I say that's a win. At home, I say that's a win. The Spurs, I say that's a win. The Suns, I'll say that's a loss. Jazz, I'll say that's a win. Warriors, I'll say that's a loss. So Steph Curry will probably be healthy by then. 76ers, I'll say that's a loss. The Pistons, that's an easy win. I think the Knicks, that's a coin. It's at Barclays, so that's a coin flip. I definitely think they could beat the Lakers. So they could easily. All of this have to do is go 500 in that stretch. And last year they had no leadership, they had no coaching, and it was a dumpster fire. This year there's a lot more stability. Jacques Vaughn is proven to be an excellent coach who can handle stability, who can handle situations like this. So I think all the Nets have to do is just right the ship, and I think they're gonna be fine. And that's the thing. It's a bad blow for the Nets, but to have KD out for a month, but you know what? It's only a month, so and once he comes back, he'll have about a month, about 2 months to get ready for the playoffs. So it's a bad blow for the Nets, but I don't think it's a critical blow for the Nets. I think they can easily bounce back from losing Kevin Durant for a month. Why are you looking at me like that, Michael? Did I say something wrong? Did I not speak facts?
I plead the fifth.
Why are you pleading the fifth?
My dad said, if I have nothing nice to say, say nothing at all. So I'm just going to keep my comments to myself.
Why? Because I'm saying the Knicks are going to be just fine in at least the foreseeable future without Kevin Durant.
We won't be this without Kevin Durant. All we got to do is double team Kyrie. And what are you going to do? Play for Ben Simmons?
Have you ever heard of a guy named Nicholas Claxton? Who might win Defensive Player of the Year, by the way?
Not win Defensive Player of the Year. That's not a shot. No.
He'll be nominated. I'll tell you like that. At this rate, he'll be nominated.
Like, you said Kevin Durant's going to be the MVP this year? Yeah, not going to happen.
Yeah, the only reason he's not going to be MVP is because he's hurt. If he wasn't hurt, he'd be MVP. Or he'd at least be a nominee. He'd at least be a nominee.
Or Jason Tatum or Mitchell, one or the other.
Who?
Either Tatum
Or Mitchell?
Or Luka.
The only one I would take over them is Luka. That's it.
Even though Mitchell had a career game of 71 points, but it is what it is because you don't know basketball. So
yeah, one game. Wow. So wait, are you saying right now that Donovan Mitchell's better than Kevin Durant?
As of this moment,
Go ahead,
yes.
say that. Say that.
Yes.
Bye.
What would you say?
That KD's overrated now.
KD's overrated? Nah, I don't think KD's overrated.
What?
I don't think KD's overrated. You think KD's overrated?
Yeah, he's overrated now.
Let's bring someone actual basketball on the Aisha. Kathy, you want to say something? She says, Michael, you're smoking some crack.
First of all, you're one ugly looking cat.
We'll go now? Okay, we can go.
Adam, why is your cat so ugly? Adam, why is your cat so ugly?
She's not ugly, she's pretty. She's a pretty kitty.
Pretty ugly.
So what do you think? Is she ugly or pretty?
Pretty.
Good. Marcellus, what do you think? Ugly or pretty?
Pretty.
There you go. Michael, you can suck it.
Just like Omar did last night. Just like Alex's hairline. Just like your shitty jersey.
It's a beautiful jersey. Thank you very much.
At least I can afford a real hat.
This is a real hat. It's a spring training hat.
Exactly. Nobody gives a shit about
Michael, I'm about to come to your house and smack you just for fun.
It'll be a damn shit that we hide your body, buddy.
Hide my body. Sorry, buddy, you ain't hiding this.
Don't worry, I'll just hit you with a shovel, bury you in my bed, hide the evidence, like nothing can happen.
All right.
Adam. And then my mom moved to me. So come on, man.
All right. I mean, I actually have anything to say about the Sixers if you did get it out now.
I like how they're playing. Embiid is definitely getting hot. I know he missed some time, but tonight he showed off. And I'm really looking forward to the road trip starting this Saturday. And it'll be interesting to see how Embiid does against Utah on Saturday, and then the Lakers on Sunday. And I think they win both games.
Wow. Yeah, Sixers and the Thunder, you guys won that one. You beat the Jazz. I think they can beat the Lakers. So you guys are playing pretty well. I think I will say though, I would say right now in the East, like assuming everyone's healthy, it's Boston, Brooklyn, and Cleveland. Then I think there's a gap. I don't think it's a major one, but I think there's a gap, and then you have Philadelphia and Cleveland and Knicks. Like those are your top six.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so I think we're gonna wrap this up the show here. I mean the NFL regular season wrapped up recently. So just quickly break down those games. I mean, we'll start with the Giants and the Eagles. Eagles blow out the Giants. All I'm gonna say is, Alex,
Yeah,
you beat us 22-16. I'm not
yeah.
impressed with you guys. The spread. What was the spread? What was the spread here? What the spread was? You guys were favored by 17, and you didn't even come close covering. You only beat us by 6 points. We were missing Saquon Barkley, and we were missing Daniel Jones, and yet you could only beat us by 6 points, and you let us back into the game afterward. You let Kenny Galladay beat you. You let our third string quarterback Davis Webb beat you. You almost blow the game to a giant squad missing Daniel Jones and resting Saquon Barkley, resting those two guys. Alex, I'm not impressed, and I'm honestly, I said before, I think you guys are the favorites to come out of the NFC. I'm a little concerned about you guys. I'm a little concerned.
Adam, I got something to say.
What?
I don't give a crap what you just said. We are the number one seed, and we stay number one like Jaden Hurts. Thank you. Have a good night.
So you don't care that you barely beat a resting Giants team.
First of all,
That
the
doesn't
Giants-
concern you at all.
Giants ain't gonna do
Scoring. Looking at the score doesn't revolve of this team. A win does, and they won, and they now have a first round bye, and that's all you can ask for. And I don't care if they beat them by 6, by 10, by 15. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, they won and they clinched the first round bye, and that's all I need.
So are you gonna say the same thing if next time let's say the Giants beat the Buccaneers beat Minnesota, and then they play each other, and next round then we beat you guys with the healthy with Jones and Barkley playing, are you come here and say the same thing? Or let's say you beat us, then you lose the championship game, or you lose to the Vikings, or you lose to whoever. So right now, I think you guys are like, there's no excuse for you guys not to come out of the NFC. Now I'm a little concerned. Now I'm thinking maybe Minnesota could come out, maybe San Francisco could come out. Not the Cowboys, because the Cowboys always choke, but that's another story.
Juju bitch.
The Cowboys always choke.
Just like your mama.
By the way, look, can I talk about your Cowboys? Can I talk about your Cowboys, Michael? You lost to the Commanders 26-6. How are you gonna justify that, Michael? How are you gonna justify that losing to the Commanders 26-6?
Who did we beat? Who did we beat you twice? Did we beat you both? Beat you twice this year? Adam?
Yeah, you beat us twice.
And let me ask you a
You
question.
want a cookie?
Yeah, I would like your mom's cookie. All serious. You think the Giants, the only team that could beat the Eagles in the playoffs is probably the Cowboys?
I don't know about that.
They were the only favorite team that could beat the Eagles.
I think the Vikings have a better shot. I think the Niners have a better shot.
Well, the Giants are going to lose in the first round. Let's just be real. They're losing in the first round.
You see what happened the last time the Giants and Vikings played? It came down to a last second record-setting field goal to beat us.
Adam, you guys are going to choke. Watch. I'll be laughing in your face like I do every.
Oh man, this is gonna be so much fun. This is gonna be so much fun. Like when we talk about all this on next episode, because we were debating on doing this as we are going to do a special NFL postseason preview show that should be up on Friday. So we're gonna do that, and we're all gonna fill out our brackets then. So that should be a very, very fun time. Sam's Ravens lost. I mean, they lost to the Bengals. They play each other again. They do a rematch. For the first round of the wild card, Bengals and Ravens. That's gonna be an interesting matchup. The Jets. The Jets, like we know they're out of playoffs, but they lost to the Dolphins 11-6. And guys, to end the season, the Jets like a couple weeks ago, they were 7-4. They end the season on a 6-game losing streak. So Marcellus, I'm gonna give you the floor here. Not what you want. Not what you want.
My Jets.
Yeah. You end the season on a 6-game losing streak.
Well, I mean, once Brees Hall got hurt, it's all these injuries, man. Once all these injuries happen, I mean, I already knew it was over.
Yeah.
Zach Wilson should never be a quarterback for another team.
The one thing I really don't like, and the thing that gives me pause is you hear them constantly talk about Zach Wilson and saying, and the refs are like, he's like saying like, oh, we expect Zach to be back next year. I'm like, really? You really expect this guy to be back this year? He stunk. He's like, you can't tell that you feel confident in Zach Wilson going into like next year as a quarterback. Now, I'm not saying you have to be in love with Mike White. I think the 2020. I'll say this right now, Marcellus. Your 2023 quarterback is not currently on the roster.
He's not on the roster right now.
Your 2023 quarterback is not on the roster. Yeah.
Oh, who's our quarterback?
That's the thing. It's
Who do you
with
think?
like the dream scenario would be Lamar Jackson, obviously.
Yeah, I hope. I wouldn't mind Derek Carr.
Derek Carr. I would prefer Derek Carr over Jimmy G because I think with Jimmy G, we know who Jimmy G is. Like he's a top half of the league guy. Like he's a top 20, top 15 quarterback. You know, he'll get the job done, but you know what he is. And the fact that San Francisco's pouring this well without him, like I think gives you pause. With Derek Carr, I really think he's taken the most out of like a bad rate about a bad rate situation, you know, with a John Gruden situation last year, you know, all these cycling head coaches left and right, you know, he's really had to deal with a lot of adversity. So I think if you pair him with if you get Derek Carr and you pair him with all these weapons with like with Elijah Moore and Garrett Wilson, you take him and you put him on the Jets. I really think Derek Carr would thrive with you guys. But Marcellus, there's one before we wrap up here and we get to our bets. There was one more option that came out today. So the Bears, there's a report coming out that the Bears have the number 1 overall pick. And there's rumors out there that they make that apparently that, or at least someone suggested that they may decide to go take Bryce Young at the first overall pick and then be open to moving Justin Fields. So if you're the Jets, so I want to ask you, Marcellus, would you entertain that possibility?
I would.
Because Justin Fields, aside from Trevor Lawrence, he's the guy that right now has shown the most upside. Like he's made some really great, he's made some really great throws. He's electric with his legs. You know, I really think if you're gonna go like a young, if you're gonna go to young quarterback, I think Justin Fields makes perfect sense. So I really think he's the type of guy that you could bring in here and give him some weapons. Because I mean, because Chicago obviously they doesn't have that many weapons there, and he's still diamond. So if Chicago tries to move on Justin Fields, which I think would be a mistake, but if they decide to move on, I think you'd have to consider it. If they ask if you get for like let's say a first and a third, like I'd do it in a heartbeat. Marcellus, do you agree?
Well, yeah, I would too. I let him out of a heartbeat.
Yeah, because it just feels like he's the guy. Like excluding Lamar Jackson, I feel like he's the guy out there with the most upside. because he's young, yo. He's young, he's dynamic, yo. I really think like he's the type of guy that could thrive for the Jets.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, I would love to get him. You know, if we can, obviously that's a dream.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm cool with Jimmy G or Derek Carr, just anybody but
Anybody but
who we
Zach
got now?
Wilson.
Yeah.
Anybody but Zach Wilson. Let's say this: if your starting quarterback next year is Mike White, Zach Wilson, you'll be disappointed. Not that Mike White's bad or anything; it's just that you have so many upgrades available.
I like him though. It was a contract year for him. He definitely played that contract.
Yeah, but that game against the Seahawks, though, I know he was hurt, but I don't know about that.
You don't think so?
I'm skeptical about Mike White. I'm skeptical. Or at least out of this, I don't think he's the best option out there. Like, if I ask you right now who would I prefer, Derek Carr or Mike White, I would go Derek Carr easily. That's who I would say Jimmy G or Mike White. I would say Jimmy G.
Jimmy G. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. I mean, does anyone have any final thoughts on the NFL? I mean, we're obviously going to get way more into this on our next the episode after this one. Like it's going to be electric. It's going to be fun. So really, guys, really hope you guys stay tuned for our Friday episode where we're going to be breaking down the NFL playoffs and we are going to be revealing our 2023 NFL postseason brackets. You guys looking forward to that? Because I'm looking forward to that.
Yep.
All right. But guys, you know what time it is? It's time right now for our bets of the episode. So to recap last episode, oh guys, only one of us won our bet. You want to take a guess who it is?
Cool.
It's not you, Marcellus. Here's the thing. Well, I know what you had, Marcellus. Marcellus, you had you had the Knicks over the Raptors, and I gave you Rangers over Devils, and then the Rangers lost. I asked you for your, so that's why I gave it to you.
That's all good.
All right,
That's all good.
All right, Sam had Bucks over Hornets, and the Hornets actually upset the Bucks, so he takes an L there. Alex had Virginia over Syracuse, TCU over Iowa State, and Hawks over Lakers, and the Lakers upset the Hawks. That wrecked his parlay. Michael, you had Kansas over West Virginia. You won that one. You had Florida over St. Joseph. You won that one, and you covered. Gonzaga beat St. Clair, but they did not cover the spread. So, Michael, I'm sorry. That wrecked your parlay. Your parlay got wrecked. Michael's crying right now. Your parlay got wrecked. Deal with it.
Who's still in first place? Who won that parlay?
I won. I had Nets over Pelicans and Devils over Rangers, and both of them won. So I win my bet.
So what's the standings now?
Y'all are my minions.
I'm still in first place, bitch.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Regal remains in first place. 26-33 record, 390.4 points for 8 stars. Marcellus, 25-34 record, 302.16 for 4 stars. Sam, 23-36. 317.15 for 4 stars. Axe loses a star, 1940 record. He falls to the last place in the record. But he still has second most points, 350.76 points for 3 stars. Iron Man last place, 2039 record, 276.22 points for 1 star. All right, Sam guys, but he's taking Bucks money line and Pelicans money line. So there's his bet. So I gotta think of my end. I was originally gonna do the college football, the national championship, but thank God I didn't, because I would have picked TCU and they got blown out. So thank God I didn't do that. But now I gotta think of a bet here. So let me think of something here. This one I may need to do some digging on.
Can I go first?
Give me a minute. If I can't think, the only how about this? You can go, but afterward, just send me your bets. All right, you can go, just send me your bets. So I'm not gonna find the right all down.
Okay. I'll just wait then.
All right, you just gonna wait. Lazy. You want me to do all the work, right, Alex? You like it better when I do all the work, don't you?
Yep.
It's okay, Alex. It's okay. I see how it is. I see how it is.
OD gay right now.
What?
OD gay right
All right. All right. I'm gonna let's see here. I'm gonna try to do a same game part. I'm just gonna take one game, but I'm gonna try to do a same game parlay. It's just gonna depend on what's available. So, am I gonna do it? I just find a game. Where is it? I'll do it. I'll give it a hint. It's gonna be a college basketball bet. I know, guys. Shocking. I'm doing a college basketball bet. Y'all are shocked. And you guys know what I'm gonna do? Oh, let me find. I can't find it on my sports book. It's being annoying. Give me a minute here, guys. Ah, here it is. I got it. At least I almost get. Alright, it's not officially available. It's really. Come on. Ah! Alright. Alright, so guys, here's my bet. I'm gonna take Rutgers over Northwestern on Wednesday.
now.
I'm gonna do that on the money line. That's gonna be my bet.
That's a terrible bet. College basketball, don't.
That's all. I can't think of anything better, so that's it. I'm not gonna do any same game. I'm not gonna do any like parlays of that. I'm just gonna do it that straight up. Episode 136. Adam's taking Rutgers over over Northwestern. Money line. All right, Alex, go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna do Miami money line over Boston College.
Okay.
West Virginia money line against Baylor.
Okay.
and Virginia Tech money line against Syracuse.
Okay. All right. Let me get Virginia Tech down. In the meantime, Marcellus, you can go. Wait, did check over Syracuse? Syracuse, right? Syracuse.
Yeah.
All right, Marcellus, you can go.
Um, I'm gonna take. Um, I gotta
Take your time, buddy.
I gotta take a look real quick.
In the meantime, if my phone will cooperate, I could do a. Oh, now Sam's best. He's taking the Pelicans over Celtics money line, and he's taking Bucks over Hawks money line.
Hey, I'm gonna take I'm gonna take Bucks over Hawks,
Okay, so you're doing a family play with
and then
Sam.
I'm
Cool.
gonna do Knicks over Pacers.
I like it. I like it. Bucks over Hawks money line, and Knicks over Pacers money line. All right, Mr. Ringleader, you're up. Go ahead.
Adam, I consider myself the. Listen here, sweetheart. Adam, what's my record? How many stars I got, baby? How many stars I got?
You got 8 stars.
All right. You know what? I consider myself the lead corso of our podcast. I may gotta put a prop. You know what I mean? I gotta do a prop. Give me a sec.
He's gonna do a prop, all right? What is this fool doing?
Adam, for my first bet, I'm gonna go Bucks over Hawks.
Everyone's riding the Bucks today. Wow.
And you know what? I'm also gonna do. We had a small smack bet. And Adam, what is my favorite basketball team on the planet?
The Lakers.
All right, my number one favorite team.
The Knicks.
You know what? I want to hear that song. Go New York, go New York, go. Go New York, go New York, go. Go New York. Give me that Knick hat. We're going with the Knicks one last time. We may have choked, but we're not out. And I'm gonna go with Jalen Brunson, 20 points or more.
So Knicks over Raptors money line and Jalen Brunson 20 points or more.
And Jalen Brunson gave me 44 last night in the Garden. So 2 nights ago in the Garden.
All right, your bet's locked in. You and Marcellus basically taking the same bet, except you're adding the Jalen Brunson parlay to it. Okay. All right, guys. That's all for our bets. That's all for this episode. Yo, guys, I just had a really I'll end the show with this. I had a really messed up idea. So, guys, I've been watching a lot of TV lately. You know what show I've been getting into a lot?
But
Shark Tank. You know, the show where a bunch of like business entrepreneurs try to sell products and they try to get like guys like Mark Cuban and A-Rod to bid on them.
You're not
Yeah.
Mr. Folks. We don't have a Damon John. We don't have a Laura. We don't have Kevin. We don't have Mark Cuban.
Yeah. That was you're right. Here comes the fucked up part. Here comes the messed up part. What if there's a show like that, but with strippers, where a bunch of men just sit, and then they have strippers come in, and then the other men stop bidding on who gets a stripper.
Well, we love strippers, don't we, Marcellus?
What they should let's say what they should. I'm sure Michael would not bid anybody for a stripper, wouldn't you, Michael? Yo. I think that knocked them out. But yeah, I've been really getting into Shark Tank. Like, it's a really great. It's a really great show. I've been really getting into it. Yo, guys, who would we each be on Shark Tank? I feel like I would be A-Rod. Sam, I think, would be Mark Cuban. Mike would be Mr. Wonderful. Oh no, he would be John. Michael, you'd be John. Alex would be Mr. Wonderful. Go ahead, Michael. Who would you be on Shark Tank?
I'll be Kevin because I'm brutally honest.
Yeah, so you'd be Mr. Wonderful, right? Because that's his nickname, Mr. Wonderful. Kevin, that's his nickname, Mr. Wonderful. And Marcellus would be John.
Damon John, you mean?
Damon John, yeah. We should do that. We should do that, a Shark Tank style episode. That would be good. Marcellus, are you into that if we did a Shark Tank episode one day?
I think that would be good.
Who would you be on Shark? Who's your favorite? Who would you be on Shark Tank?
Mark Cuban.
Wait, we said Sam would be.
honcho.
We think Sam would be Mark Cuban.
Head honcho.
Yeah. You know who would I be? I'd
Who'd
be
you be?
A-Rod.
A-Rod, nice. That's a nice one. I like that. That's a nice one.
All right. Yeah. The guys, any final thoughts? All right. Here's my final thought. The Devils beat the Rangers the other day, and I don't know if you saw this. Eli Manning was at the game.
Really?
Yeah, and then afterward, he met a bunch of the Devils players. Let me look at that. So let me guys show you this photo right here. If I could just pull it up, thank you very much. I want to see something beautiful.
What's so beautiful?
There, that's beautiful. 3 goats.
Who's the goat?
There you go. You got 3 more goats right there. Alex, isn't this beautiful?
Yep.
Okay. So that's my final thoughts. So you guys want me to wrap the show right now?
Yes.
Alright, guys. That's it. This is episode 136 of the Gay Podcast. Yours truly, Grassani, Cunningham, Alex Reich, and Murdock. Thank you for hearing. Be sure to leave a like and follow or subscribe to the podcast. Also, enjoy your content to comment to YouTube, reach out to social media. Make feature to say, and future episode of American. Don't share your Jesus fantasy. If you measure a world, believe it, and dive in. See you next time, and until then, stay